So once you click the link in Softaculous, it takes you to this screen here. And what we have here is different scripts or programs that we can install with one click of the mouse directly from InMotion Hosting. So here's the top ones, and you can see WordPress is right on top. So we could literally click on install and start installing right now. Otherwise, if you didn't see WordPress here, you could look for it by category. And we know WordPress is a blogging software, so we could click the arrow on blog, and right there, the very first blog is WordPress. And if you didn't see it there, you just know the name, you could just kind of click on and start typing Word, and there it is, WordPress. But for our purposes, it's right here in the top. I'm just going to click on install, and we're going to install WordPress. So once you click install, you're brought to this screen here, and you just got to add a little bit of information to to pretty much install it. So really what we have here is, and I'll walk you through this, so we have protocol. So you can see this is HTTP with no www. We can hit the drop down and see we could use like so if you want your website to say www.amazon.com, then you would select the http//www. Otherwise, this would not have the www. So that's really a personal preference. It really makes no difference. I'm using this test site here called Operation Get Healthy. Because the product we're going to do, our fictitious product that I'm going to make and we're going to make together, is going to be a healthy product, though, a diet or an exercise program. I can see there's a lot of, obviously a lot of competition in this area, but there's also a lot of opportunity to make products to show you. So I've created a website called Operation Get Healthy. Now this is in directory. So if you want the WordPress installed in what they call the root, which is like, think about Amazon. www.amazon.com, that's the root. If you start going /blog, that would not be the root. So if you wanted it to be /blog, you would just put in, /blog, or just type in, like whatever you want. So I want to leave it right in the main, because if you had, like, say you're a web developer and you had like an HTML, like, an HTML like website that you've developed, and you just wanted to add a blog component to it, you might put it in a thing called blog. But for our purposes, we're not going to put anything in there. Here's your blog name. You're going to put whatever you want here, and this is something that could be changed later, so you don't have to worry too much about it. This is your blog name and your site description, and this will be shown on there on the website, but we can always change this later, so don't worry too much about this. Enable multi-site. Now we're only installing it on the one site. I don't really worry about this. Here you're going to put in your admin username. So when you log into WordPress, this will be your WordPress username. So let's just say WordPress username. And then this is going to be like a password. So there is a key off to the side here that gives you like a randomly generated password, and it gives you like a strong password. So you could choose whatever you want. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. If not, just put your own password in. So this is like password. Not too, actually that gives you a good. So password 1, 2, 3, gives you strong. So whatever. This is your email that you're gonna have for WordPress. I recommend using like a real email. Like this is just like admin at the website we're gonna make. But I would just put in like, even if you have like a Gmail account or something like that, because all the information about this WordPress install is going to be emailed to you, including the password and everything like that. So I would recommend just getting an email that you definitely get that email. This is limit login attempts. So basically, if people try to like what they call brute force, like hack your site, where they're going to try like password after password after password, this will like limit the login attempts. So it'll say like you can't log back in for 15 minutes or something like that, and it'll kind of put a damper on some hacking. So I mean, there's no harm in trying it. I mean, you should know your password, but you don't want people to keep attempting to get into your site. All this other stuff, WordPress has a website builder, bolt grid. I'm just gonna say leave that unchecked. And WP Forms Lite, this is like for a contact form, but we're going to install a different plugin, so I'm not going to install that plugin now. So I'll limit this one. I'll put the limit login, but that's the only one. The other one I'm not going to check. Advanced options. We have, this is the database name, which is kind of given to us by InMotion, and this is the table prefix. So I leave all this stuff alone. I just let them do their thing. You know, I don't want to get involved in database creations. Just let them do it. Auto upgrade. Well, you know what? WordPress will tell you that there's an upgrade available, so I'd prefer to like to just do it myself rather than let them automatically upgrade it. So I'll leave that alone. Upgrade the themes, and then there's a backup location. We could leave all that blank, and then just basically click install. And what will happen is I already have this site installed, so I'm not actually going to click that button right now, but it'll take about a minute or so. It'll go through and you'll see the bar go from 0 to 100. And then in that we'll have a link to your admin panel, like your administrative dashboard, if you will. And all that really is it's your website domain. So say your domain is like www.yourdomain.com. And then just to get there, if you didn't see that link, you just go /wp-admin, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then you're in, your fresh install of WordPress. Like I said, if you ever have any problems with this, you immediately just pick up the phone and call them, and they'll walk you through it. But I mean, this is pretty simple, so there's never really been a problem that I know of. So I mean, anything's possible, but I mean, it's usually just you click install and it installs it, especially on a fresh install. So let me jump into the admin dashboard for WordPress, and I'll show you how that works in the next video. All right.